Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
And the Canes are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll run the toss. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Anderson will throw. Makes his connection. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. Go straight ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Shotgun snap on third down. Got a man. It's Green. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Got enough space. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, he puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as
Touchdown, Trojans! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On first down, here comes this offense. Running it to the right. Running with power. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. He's got it down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass. Looking deep. It's caught downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Trojans will have it first and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, USC!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he added the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. so here comes the offense returning to the field. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great job by the wide receiver, understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Tackle at the 40-yard line. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Running back searching for a hole.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reed.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Give to the running back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. First down for this offense. The give to the single back. Bulls his way forward. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation.
And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. He's Touchdown, Southern Cal! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. How about this? These guys are going for two. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Slams ahead. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Unloads quickly. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, USC 21, Miami 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Quarterback checking off. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. Discards a man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical fourth down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. The quick out. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans! How about that D coming up with a play like that? As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 2 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's Carr. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
To the air on first down. He's right on target. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Try to get it on the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan.
Going for it all. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Anderson will throw. Finds his man. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They went up top on 2nd and short. Surely they stick to the ground here on 3rd and inches. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback checking the play. Anderson wants to throw. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll line up to go for 2. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So the 16-play drive, 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you. And now, you'll choose to create a coach of your own or use an existing one. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed? Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract.